Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Tutor Arnel. It's Tuesday once again. Hi, Tutor Arnel.
Hi, Tutor Grace. Good afternoon.
Yeah, so finally it's Tuesday again, and we're back to teaching all our learners. Of course, we also have our guest parents, our teachers here who would like to learn more about English 7. So we will be your guide for this session. Let us have our screen. Yan. So again, I'm Tutor Drace, and with me is Tutor Arnel, and we're both from SDO Pasig, and we will be your guide for English 7. That is always every Tuesday from 1:40 to 2:20 p.m. And of course, you can watch us at the DepEd ETUlay Facebook page, and we also have our YouTube channel, so you can always watch us from those particular channels. So today, Tutor Arnel, what do we have in store for our dear learners?
Okay, so for this week, we're going to have our week 4 module, and that's going to be about expressing one's beliefs, convictions based on a material view.
Yeah, so before we continue, let us first greet our early birds for this session. So, of course, we have the following. The first three people or students who commented on our stream are the following. We have Rhea Liwanag, Ezel Soto, and Stephanie Diasanta. They are all from Mangahan High School in SDO Pasig. Hi, guys, and welcome to ETUlay for English 7. And thank you very much for being very early for this afternoon. So for today, we would like to thank our module reference for quarter 3, module 4. We have the Department of Education, Soxargen region. Thank you very much for allowing us to use your module. So this will be our objectives. Of course, at the end of the session, you will be able to achieve three particular goals or three particular objectives. First will be the learning of the mind, and that would be to differentiate belief from conviction. And then the learning of the heart is to communicate beliefs, convictions according to one's culture and experiences. And then the learning of the hand or the skills would be to express one's beliefs and convictions based on a material viewed. So all these three, we're going to check if we are able to achieve all of them at the end of our session. So also this afternoon, we are celebrating one very important celebration, and that is the National Women's Month celebration. As for this month, we have this theme, Agenda ng Kababaihan tungo sa kaunlaran. Hashtag Women Make Change. So, Tutor Arnel, can you tell us something about the 2022 National Women's Month celebration?
All right. So, well, before I say something about it, I would like to greet my partner, of course, one of the great women of Pasig. Happy Women's Month, Tutor Drazel. So,
And
of
happy
course,
Women's Month also to your mom.
thank you, Tutor Draze. All right, so happy Women's Month to all women out there. So, to give us a background about the celebration of the 2022 National Women's Month celebration, which will run through March 1. It has started since March 1 up until the end. It's going to be up until March 31. So in the Philippines, The Women's Month celebration has since served as a venue to highlight women's achievements and discuss continuing and emerging women's empowerment and gender equality issues and concerns, challenges, and commitments. So that's according to the Philippine Commission on Women. Right.
Yes, and of course, we would also like to greet the special women in our viewer section. Of course, we have our dear students, the female dear students. Of course, we also have the parents or the
Mhm.
mothers who are with us, the teachers who are with us. Of course, happy Women's Month to you, especially to Ma'am Janet Flood Patayon. She is a mother, of course, and she's attending for her
Wow.
child. Hashtag Women Make Change and always have. Happy Women's Month, Ma'am Janet. And of course, to everybody here, we have Rain, we have Kiza Jane, we also have Janet here, we have Stephanie, we have Ayesha, Regine. Happy Women's Month to everyone. And now
Okay.
what do we have next? And so we have our featured duty for week 2. Of course, they're very, very excited for this and they're waiting, of course, who will be chosen as our featured cutie for week 2. And that would be dun, 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 Samantha D. Blasi of grade 7 Diamond A of Liano High School. That's from SDO Caloocan City. Congratulations, you are a great
Congratulations.
cutie. An amazing badge is given to you.
All right.
Congratulations, Samantha. Now, our assignment for that was to deliver a recorded 3 to 5 minute informative speech about the theme of the International Mother Language Day using the appropriate oral language stance and behavior you learned in the class today. So, the theme for the 2022 International Mother Language Day is using technology for multilingual learning, challenges, and opportunities. So, I know you're excited to hear or to watch Samantha and why she was chosen as our featured cutie for week 2. So, without further ado, let us present to you the video or the informative speech of our featured cutie for week 2, Miss Samantha D. Blasi.
Using technology for multilingual learning, challenges, and opportunities is the theme for this year's 2022. This year's focus is to advance multilingual education based on the potential role of technology and support, and the development of quality, teaching, and learning for all. International Mother Language Day is observed every year on February 21 to promote linguistic and cultural diversity and multilingualism around the world. Language is not just a means of communication, but it's also a vast cultural and an intellectual heritage. The United Nations has mentioned that every 2 weeks, a language is lost, and at least 42% of the estimated 6,000 languages spoken in the world are endangered. Importance of mother tongue education is to make it easier for children to pick up and learn other language. Mother tongue develops a child's personal, social, and cultural identity, along with the other increases sense of their well-being and confidence. This, Anthony Blasi, from grade 7 Diamond A, Rihanna High School, SDO Caloocan.
Wow,
Ayan.
congratulations.
Yes, that was
Galing.
really, really great. Imagine, diba, that's a grade 7 student and she can really talk very, very well. So good job, Samantha. Congratulations to you. And I hope that you will be doing more and better and greater assignments for the rest of the week. And I'm also encouraging everybody to do the same thing. I know there are a lot of very, very good duties that we have, and I am encouraging you to please submit your assignments because you can be the next featured duty for the next weeks. Ayan. So
Yes.
let's continue. Okay, so let us have first a review. Let us try to check what we have learned last week. So for our activity, you're going to choose the correct answer for the following questions, and you're going to type your answers in the comment section. So if you are already very, very ready, very prepared for our activity, please give us a thumbs up in our comment section. Please give us a
Yes.
thumbs up if you are already prepared to have your first activity. So let us, while waiting for their thumbs up, let's just greet Leia, Via, Renz, Kerubin, Ian, Janet, Alriza, Samantha, Alexandra, April, and we also have another Samantha here, and Fiona, and Paula, and Angel, and Krisha. Happy viewing, happy watching, and I hope you'll be learning more. So we now have a lot of thumbs ups in our comment section. So that only proves that they are already prepared. They are already very excited for our first activity. So let us now have item number one. Yeah. So number one, what word will correctly complete this sentence? I will blank the books in the library after I read it. The choices are A, remind, B, recharge, C, return, or D, we don't have letter D. Sorry. So again, I will blank the books in the library after I read it. So what is your answer for number one? So we now have some answers here. So, okay, we have one from Judah, from Francis, from William, from Ezel, from John Argo, and they all type letter C. What is the correct answer for number one? Okay, letter C. Very good. That's a good start. So we have letter C for number one. Next, let's proceed with number two. Number two, which word has a hard TH sound? A, teeth, B, bathroom, or letter C, weather. Again, which word has a hard TH sound? Okay, so while we're waiting, we say hi to Rogen from Godofredo Reyes Senior National High School. That's from SDO Camarines Sur. Our answer
Wow.
here is from Ian with the letter C, Ezel with the letter A, Alexandra with the letter A, Achilles with the letter C. What is the correct answer? Is it A or C? Okay, Lorraine, you got it correctly. Samantha also, and Ed's number two is letter C. That is weather. Teeth
Yeah.
and bathroom has soft TH. Okay.
Right.
Next, let's have number three. Complete the sentence to make it grammatically correct. Please be quiet. I'm blank. Choices are A, worked, B, working, C, work. Then, please be quiet. I'm blank. What is the correct answer for number three? Okay. Hi to John Ezekiel Dalaya from 10 Adonis and Rudolph Galindo from Bagnos Integrated School. According to Hannah, it's a letter B for number three. Same with Achilles and Alexandra and Mark Lester. What is the correct answer for number three? Letter B, very good. Lorraine and Victoria, you got the correct answer. Let's have number four. Number four, what is the best definition for the underlined word? He wears his coat for this winter season. The underlined word is coat. Is it A, fur covering an animal's skin, B, an outer garment covering torso and arms, or letter C, a canvas painted with thick tar and secured round a mast? What is the correct meaning for the word coat? Okay. Number four, Alriza said it's a B. Same with Kareel and Francesca and Achilles and William Henry. So what is the correct answer for number four? Letter B. So Stephanie got it correctly. And same with Sharina. And the last item for our first activity is, what does this sentence mean? You are the sunshine of my life.
Oh,
Letter
so
A.
sweet.
Oh, letter A, you are my happiness. B, your face shines like a sun. Or C, you like sunny weather. Okay, what is the correct answer for number five? Ayan, if you're special, someone would say that to you. Diba? You are the sunshine. Pang summer talaga, diba? Especially now that it's really, really hot. So
Yes.
you are the sunshine of my life. What does that mean? Francis say it's an A. Ezel also with an A. Krisha also with an A. What is the correct answer for number five, Tutor Anel? Letter A. So we got Hannah and Angela and Glazel also who got it all correctly. So now let us check what is your score for the first activity. If you got a 5, please give us a heart react. Again, if you got a 5 for the first activity, please give us a heart react. While we're waiting, there are still a lot typing in their answers. So hi Trisha also from 10 Eolus. And we now have hearts here from Krisha, from Freya, from Mark, from Julia, from William, from Rain, from Achilles, and we are flooded with a lot of hearts now. So that
Mm.
only means one thing, that they got a good score for our first activity, and that is a very, very great start. Good job, people. Now let's proceed. Tutor Arnell?
Okay, so well, it's just overwhelming to see that most of our learners today have gotten the perfect score. So even though we were not the session hosts last time, I guess they really listened a lot, di ba, Tutor Drace?
Yes, oo nga. When I'm busy, I was really busy last Tuesday and you were
Yes.
also busy. Good thing that our program head was here. Laging handa si Tutor
Yes.
May and she
Thank you,
was
Tutor
able to pitch
May.
in. Thank you very much, Tutor May, and happy watching also. Yes, Tutor Arnell?
Okay, so my dear learners, okay, let us now proceed with our lesson. So, as a start, let us answer the following question. Okay, so what are your thoughts about the picture? So, you've got to be typing your answers in our comment section. So, when we are asking about your thoughts sa pictures, about the pictures, you may say something about like if you like it or if you agree with it. Okay, so you have to expound your answer probably with 1 to 2 sentences. Okay, so let's begin with the first picture. Okay, so what is your thought about this? No, so Tutor Drace, it's a community pantry, no? So it
Yes.
was very popular, probably few months
Actually,
ago. Mm-hmm.
yes, actually in our place they still have community pantry and
Ah,
I really
really?
yes, I really really adore these people who are doing the community pantry, 'di ba? This is something na very reaching out to other people, sharing their blessings. So that's a very very good job.
Yeah, so even though almost, hopefully pandemic would end already, no, Tutor Drace, so
Yes,
may community
hopefully
pantry pa
praying
rin.
for that.
Yeah. I think Tutor Jovit has a message for us. So hello, amazing tutors, Drazel and Arlen. Hello po,
Hi
Tutor
Tutor
Jovit.
Jovet.
Okay, so do we have answers from our students already? Wala pa. But we
Okay,
have some
so
greetings.
yes, we now have an answer here from from Ma'am Janet and sa diary. According to Ma'am Janet, it's a
Okay.
symbol for kindness, and for sa diary, I believe it will help other people in a community. It only shows how we love our fellow Filipinos. And from
Mm-hmm.
Lorraine, since we are in the pandemic, community pantry or the Tagalog is ayuda to help other people who needs us. Ayan. So according
Very
to Rodalie,
nice.
it's also for kindness. Ayan.
Hmm. Okay, so probably we can go to the next picture already. I guess we have a lot, no, but we will go to the
Yes.
next picture already. So thank you for your answers. How about this next picture? Yeah, we can see an army nurse vaccinating another person. Okay, so what's your thought about
Yes.
it?
Actually, my bunso just had his second shot this
Wow,
morning. Finally, he's complete with his COVID vaccine.
congratulations. Good thing Tudor Drace, he was not scared of the syringe.
Yes, he was nervous, but I was telling
Ah.
him it's just a shot, so you have to take it. He wants to get out of the house, so he has to take his complete shot.
Yes, I guess they are more excited, so they won't be scared anymore with the vaccine.
Yes. Apart from that, of course, it's our preparation for our face-to-face classes,
That's
which is
right.
very, very soon. Okay, so we
Mm-hmm.
now have some answers here. It's a good way of sharing your blessings, especially now. So this is for the first
First
one.
picture,
So
yeah.
according to Samantha, it's from vaccine. Lorraine says this vaccine helps us to protect us from COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
From Janet, it's protection. Ramiel, vaccine shot. From
Mm-hmm.
Sudairi, vaccination would ease the pandemic. If we really want to, if we really want to be COVID free, we should at least get vaccinated. And then from
Mm-hmm.
Mark Platon, two vaccination drives are going to prevent the spread of COVID 19. And from
Mm-hmm.
Janiel, it is a method to combat the virus. It is comparable to a shield that
Yes.
protects us from the vile virus that we are facing. That's very, very
Wow.
good.
Very nice. Okay, so thank you for your answers. How about for the third picture, Ian? So we will
And for
never
the third
forget this,
picture,
no?
yes, they are very much into that, and of course, they have experienced that, so they know a lot about that thing, that picture. So we still have some answers here from the second picture. Vaccination is really important to protect ourselves. Vaccination is for our safety to lessen the risk of having the virus. Okay. So we are from the Carlet. Getting vaccinated against COVID 19 can lower your risk of getting and spreading the virus that causes COVID 19. From Mark Platon, for the third picture, these are a different modality of learning. Okay. From
Mhm,
Lorraine, it's online class. It has a social platform to continue learning kahit nasa bahay lang tayo. Okay.
mhm.
And ayan, from Raimiel, it's studying. According to Janet Patayon, aral mabuti. Okay.
Yeah.
Julia Poldo, different modality of learning. From Samantha Blasi, this is distance learning or online class, which is important for us students to stay home and learn to prevent COVID 19.
Okay, right. So thank you so much, dear students, for sharing your ideas about the pictures that I presented. So Tutor Drazel, the pictures that I showed our students today has something to do with our lesson this afternoon. So
Yes.
what do we have here says viewing materials like pictures, the ones that we had earlier, video clips, TV programs and films are among many others that present vivid images about topics that make it easy for us to express our beliefs or convictions on various issues or the other way around. So, sabi dito, it can actually give us or it can actually express our belief or conviction, or probably you may express your belief or opinion or belief or conviction dun sa pictures, video clips, or TV programs that you actually saw, just like what you did today. Right? So I would like to focus on the words beliefs and convictions because that's the topic that we will be discussing today. So let's begin defining what belief is. All right. So my dear students, so that you will know the difference of it with the other word, which is conviction. So our module defined it as something that an individual considers as truth. All right. So it means to say when you believe something, it might be true to you, but probably to others, it would be not. In addition to it, dear students, it says here that belief is shaped by individuals' background, experiences, and is based on one's cultural or personal faith, morality, or value. So just for us to have a simple understanding of what belief is, let us single out yung tinatawag natin na religious belief, for example, right? So our religious belief is actually shaped, it's actually shaping our faith, no? So we have plenty of belief when it comes to God, for example. We have plenty of beliefs when it comes to our practices on how we are going to be good to another person, how we are going to be blessed back, and so on. And it also talks about our morality and our value. So whatever we do, whatever we practice is actually under belief. It's like there's no explanation or there's no concrete explanation about our belief. It's just that we believe on it and we see it as true. Okay? So, how about conviction. All right, so this is the difference of belief with a conviction. When we say conviction, it's a firm belief on something that an individual is convinced of. So it remains the same even new experiences and even after long periods of time because it is built in concrete information. So let's see the difference, dear students. Sa yung belief, all right, it's actually shaped by our culture, by our morals, by our values. But on the other hand, when we say conviction, you are believing or you are convinced with something because there is an evidence or there is a concrete information about it. So what are the basis of our convictions at times? So we have lists here, dear students. To be convinced, you need to obtain all related information. So what are the information that we need so that we will be convinced or for us to believe on it? So for example, the statistical data. When we say statistical data, dear students, it's more on with numbers, right? So let's just use the example of a vaccine. So yung vaccine natin, most of us don't want, may mga tao na ayaw magpa-vaccine before because they are scared, they are not convinced. But right after they have seen numbers that probably 90% effective yung vaccine to protect them from COVID-19, that caused them to be convinced. All right? That changed their conviction pertaining to that particular issue. Okay? So another is the observational data. So this is also a source or a concrete evidence for us to have our firm belief on our conviction. So for example, it's based on what the person has observed or perceive they observe. So ito naman ay base sa observation natin na naging effect or the effect that is coming out from that particular person. So gagamitin ulit natin yung example na vaccine. If you observe the person having a good effect, then you root on it or sometimes you believe on it because yung kapitbahay ko nga wala naman nangyari sa
Yes.
kanya, right? So you tend to have a strong conviction about the effect of the vaccine. So nagpapabakuna ka, right? And the causal data. So when we say causal data, it's based on what fact has caused a particular factual result. So when we talk about the causal data, dear students, you're not only looking at the outcome, but rather inaaral mo pa kung ano ba yung pinanggalingan nun. So for example, vaccine, you're checking on the information about Pfizer, sang bansa siya ginawa. So you're checking on where did it come from? Because other people don't want to believe on the effect but rather they wanted to investigate saan siya galing, what is it made of, di ba? Especially if it's medicine or if it's about
Yes.
food or it's something that we put in our body, right? So, lastly is the experiential data. It's almost similar with the observational data, but the only difference of experiential data is that your observation or probably the experience that you observe is also including yourself as well. Na experience mo rin siya. So, probably you will depend on it like, I feel like okay naman siya or maganda naman yung effect sa akin. So, you tend to have a stronger conviction because you experience something good from it. Or probably, kung halimbawa, for example, you had a bad experience to it, you will have a negative conviction about something like, I don't want to try it anymore because I did not have a good experience with it. No? So you will see, dear students, the difference between belief and conviction. With conviction, we are looking on concrete evidences. However, with beliefs, it's somewhat like we believe on it as true, but we don't really have a concrete evidence on it. Parang nakabase lang siya sa culture. People have been doing that for a long time. So that's the difference between the two. Okay. So I think, Tutor Dre, so let's try if well, wala pa pala activity. Excited ako doon, no? Okay, activity agad, Tutor Arnel. Okay, so well, these are the basic signals or phrases in expressing beliefs or conviction. So here are some of the expressions that you can use when you wanted to express belief or conviction. So either way, kung you wanted to express your belief, you can use the following, or for conviction, you can use these expressions as well. So what are these? I feel, I think, I believe that, in my opinion, from my point of view, in my view, I really feel that, personally, I think, personally speaking, my point of view is that. So I am not saying, dear students, na ito lang yung expressions, but these are probably the most commonly expressions that we are using whenever we are expressing our belief or convictions on particular issues or topics. Ayan, I'm really sure about this now, Tutor Drace.
Okay. So since you're very much excited with the activities, so this would be our second activity for this afternoon. Let us try to check whether we really understood the lesson that was discussed.
Mm-hmm.
So this time what you're going to do is just to determine whether the given statement is belief or conviction. So that's the two options that we have for the this activity. So first one, avoiding meat because animals' life is sacred. Is it a belief or a conviction? Again, when you avoid meat because you believe there or you are convinced that an animal's
Mm-hmm.
life is sacred. So is it belief or conviction? Now we have an answer now here from Arvik. But before we proceed with the answers, let us greet Kane, Ella, B. Rionda. And we also have some viewers here from YouTube,
Wow,
Matt
yes, I already saw
Clavero
that.
and Brittany Pascual and Krisha Ramos. Yan. So our first answer, according to our learners, is belief. Is that correct, Tutor Arnel?
Okay, let's see. Yes, it's belief.
Yes, that's belief. Very good. So because of course there are really some cultures who believe or which believe
Mm-hmm.
that the animal's life is sacred. Okay, I think in India they have that.
Right.
Because
I
they
think they
believe
don't eat
in
beef. Mm-hmm.
reincarnation.
Right. Mm-hmm. They are
So
afraid that they
next,
might hurt their relatives
yes.
while
Number
reincarnated to this
two,
animal. Mm-hmm.
yes, that's correct, Tutor Nell. So number two, reading and rereading a text, according to studies, improve one's memory and retention. Is that a belief or a conviction? What is your answer for number two? Uh, So again, we have now an answer here from Sudayri. According to Sudayri and to Arvik, it's conviction. Is that correct, Tutor Arnel?
Okay, so let's see if it's conviction. All right, it
Very good.
is. Hmm.
Very good. So Rhea also got it, and RC and Janard. So next, number three, wearing red on New Year's Day to ward off bad vibes and invite blessings in return. Is it belief or conviction? Dati it's wearing red lang on New Year's Day, Pero now what we
Mm-hmm.
have is what is the lucky color of the year?
Color.
That's what we wear. Okay. So is that
Yeah.
a belief or a conviction? Okay. So
Yeah, be-
Francis and John Michael said that it's a
that
belief.
it's a belief.
Okay. What do you think is the answer? Number three.
Okay, let's see. All right, it's a belief.
Okay, it's a belief. Next, number four. Putting a book under the pillow to improve one's memory. Is that a belief or a conviction? Oh, we
Okay.
Filipinos, we have a lot of that. Diba? Putting a book under the pillow. I think I did that when I was in elementary or
Me
high
too.
school.
I
What's
had a
what's
stiff neck
that?
the following day.
Yes. So according to Crystal May, it's a belief. Is that correct, Tutorial? Is it? Yes, it's a belief.
All
Okay,
right.
actually, when I was reviewing, when I was still studying, my mom would also ask me to eat peanuts because those
Yeah.
are food daw for the brain, and taho also that would make you, and we have a lot of that in the Philippines. Next, for number five, wearing masks outdoors decreases the risk of being infected by the virus. Is that a belief or a conviction? What do you think is the answer for number five? Okay, number five is, according to Renz, it's conviction. Same with Diary. Mark Platon says it's belief. Samantha, it's a conviction. Shaka Yer's conviction. What is the correct answer for number five?
Yes,
It's a
conviction.
conviction. So, Achilles, you got the correct answer. So, now let us check how many got five. Please give us a happy face.
Yes, happy
Again, if you got a
face.
five, please give us a happy face. So let us wait for their happy faces. And there are still some people here giving some answers. We have Mark Lester, we have Nick, we have John Argo, and Samantha. So we now have happy faces from Francis, from Almira, from John Michael, from Lorraine, RC, William, John Ronald, Rhea, Julia, and Ezel, and Khalif, and Crystal, and Renz. Congratulations, everyone, for getting a
Congratulations.
perfect score. That's 5 for activity number 2. Tutor Arnell, do we still have activity 3?
Okay, so we have the evaluating one's knowledge. So I think this is going to be the last activity that we have for this session. So, to the Drays, or is it
Yeah,
my
so
turn?
it's okay. I can
Okay,
continue. So,
yes.
for this one, you're just going to choose the correct answer for each question. You're just type your answer in the comment section. So, that's very easy. So, let's have number 1 for evaluating one's knowledge. What is expressed in the following sentence? I personally believe that things happen for a reason, so I try to be positive even in difficult times. That's a very good point of view. Letter
Mm-hmm.
A, is it belief? Or letter B, is it conclusion? C, is it a fact? Or D, is it reality? What is expressed in that sentence? Okay. Okay, so we have Kurt Ian Mercado from Godofredo Reyes Senior National High School, and so with, I think this is a classmate, Rogen also. Rogen. Okay, so we now have answers here. Carlet said it's an A. Same with Princess and Aaron. What is the correct answer for number 1? It's A. Belief.
Believe,
Very good.
yes.
Next, let's have number 2. What kind of statement is exemplified below? I think we must really follow basic health protocols like wearing a face mask and face shields and maintaining social distancing because they help prevent COVID 19 from spreading and infecting more people. Is it A, belief, B, conclusion, C, conviction, or D, reality? What is the correct answer for number 2? According to Sodari, it's conviction, or according to Ian, it's also the same. It's conviction. Samantha is letter C also, and Victoria. So what is the correct answer, Tutor Arnell?
Okay, it's
Yes, it's
conviction.
letter C, conviction. Very good. Number 3, which phrase does not signal a statement of belief or conviction? A, in my opinion. B, I think. C, meanwhile. You now have the answer, Tutor Arnell, because you are
Okay, this is going
excited
to be
again.
the this is going to be their bonus because
Okay, it's a bonus. For number 3, it's letter C, meanwhile. Ang bait ni
okay.
Tutor Arnel, palaging may bonus. Okay, so let's now have number 4. Which of the following statements expresses a belief? A, fasting to improve body's metabolism and blood sugar level. B, washing hands before eating to avoid food poisoning. Letter C, washing hands and feet before entering a temple. Or letter D, eating fruits to increase the body's immunity from illnesses. Which of those statements is a belief? Okay, Mark Platon says it's letter A. Jimwell is the letter C. Danette it's letter C. Kurt letter C. Okay, Ezel letter C, and Francesca letter C, and Cyrus letter C. What is the correct answer?
Okay, letter
Letter C,
C.
that's washing hands and feet before entering a temple because that is a religious belief.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Next, number 5. Last item for this afternoon. Which of the following statements expresses a conviction? A, focus on positive thoughts to reduce stress. B, do good things to others to avoid bad karma. C, eat noodles for long life. Or D, wearing amulets to protect oneself from diseases and danger. What is or which is a conviction? A, B, C, or D? That's number 5. We have Samantha, we have Sodiri. Judah Paulo says it's letter A. Mark is letter C. Ezel letter D. Janet letter A. Which is the correct answer, Tutor Arnell?
All right, it's
It's
letter
letter
A.
A. So that is focus on positive thoughts to reduce stress, which is a very, very good thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how many got 5? Please give us 5 heart reacts. If you got a
Yes.
5, please give us 5 heart reacts on our comment section. I hope we receive a lot of hearts for this particular activity. Ayan, we now have a lot of hearts.
Wow.
We have Arvic, John Argo, Samantha, Sire, Renz, Judah, Daniela, John Kevin, Hannah, Julia, Via, Stephanie, Mark, and John Joseph and Francesca. Congratulations, everyone. Good job for getting a 5.
Wow, great
So
job.
that means they really learned Tutor Ardell. So you can now summarize our lesson.
Okay, so for the summary of our lesson, let's not forget that belief is something that individuals considers as truth. So that's going to be different from one person to another because it's shaped according to the individual's background experiences, cultural belief, personal faith, morality, and values. On the other hand, when we're talking about conviction, it's actually based on a concrete information such as the following. So, for example, your conviction must be based on a statistical data, observational data, causal data, experiential data. So it's more concrete. It has an evidence to believe on. And then, of course, the expressions that we are using or signal phrases that we can use to express our beliefs and conviction. We have I feel, I think, I believe that, in my opinion, from my point of view, in my view, I really feel that, personally, I think, personally speaking, and my point of view is that. So, Tutor Dre's, let's check if we were
And of
able to.
course,
Yeah.
yes, let us check whether we were able to achieve all these objectives. That's differentiate belief from conviction. Check. Next, we have communicate beliefs, convictions according to one's culture and experiences is also a check. And the last one, express one's belief and convictions based on a material view. That is also a check.
Yes.
Okay. And so, with that, let us have our assignment for next meeting. As part of our 2022 National Women's Month celebration, we would like you to write an essay expressing your belief or conviction about the significance of women in our lives. And
Yes.
that's very, very timely for the National Women's Month celebration. Again, please don't forget hashtag women make change. And for
Mhm.
submitting your assignments, you may submit it on my Facebook page or on Tutor Arnell's Facebook account. And for of course for your exit assessment, you can scan that link or scan that QR code or copy the link that is flashed on our screen. You have a screenshot of that, of course. And of course, for our last one would be for the evaluation or feedback because we would like to hear from you. And of course, we also would like to improve ourselves as tutors.
Mhm.
We can scan the QR code or copy the link below to evaluate our session. And please do that honestly and carefully. Okay? And so, Tutor Arnell, we now bid everybody goodbye. Again, I am
Yes.
Tutor Grace, and with me is.
Tutor Arnell.
So we're both from SDO Pasig, and of course, we hope and we pray that you will always be safe and secured and healthy. Of course, I hope you learned from us, together with all the ETUlay Junior High School tutors, headed by our program head, Tutor May. And please do watch. Up next, we have Tutor Rubilin and Tutor Jovet for English 8. You will also learn from them a lot. And so we say goodbye, everybody, and thank you very much for being with us. Happy learning. Bye.
Bye.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!